Hi, my name is Kara and I'm a sophomore here at UW. So my testimony, I grew up in the church in Hawaii, into a Christian family. I was baptized when I was 10 days old, all of that. But coming here, I wasn't planning on joining a Christian fellowship. Actually, I wanted to join a sorority, but my dad told me that the only way he would let me do that is if I joined a Christian fellowship. So yeah, God led me to AAIV, and I still wasn't really sure what I was doing, where I was going, but I ended up going to AAIV. I started going my freshman year in the beginning. I knew that I felt pretty distant, but I began to yearn for more. I began to yearn for more than how I had been living, and I began to realize that the things in this world were super fleeting and not satisfying at all. So I was still dating a non-Christian guy, but at fall conference, God kind of convicted my heart that what I was doing was wrong, but I kind of ignored him and decided that I would just try to be a better Christian and follow God better. But during winter conference, especially during the worship, God really convicted my heart, and this time I knew in my heart that I needed to take a leap of faith and I needed to put my faith into action. So I ended up getting out of that relationship, and at first it was really painful. For the first couple months I was pretty angry at God, but I don't know, God continued to seek me out, and he continued to show me that he loved me and that I didn't need a boyfriend or great grades or anything like that in order to find true joy. And eventually I began to see that this was the truth. But it was really through the AAIV community God just placed in my life. I had a lot of classes with AAIV people, and they really supported me and showed me that I was not alone. After that time, in May, I think, one of my small group leaders asked me if I was interested in being baptized. And at first I was like, why would I need to get baptized? I already did. But then I realized that I did want to rededicate my life to Jesus and to following his path for my life. That was one of the first times in my life, or in a while, that I clearly heard God's voice telling me that I should get baptized and I should rededicate my life to him in that way, which is really cool. Just realizing that that could happen to me. It was hard. The day before my baptism, my grandma died from cancer and MS, and I was just really confused. But through it all, through the support of my friends and just through God's love, as I was driving through to the baptism, just feeling really sad and kind of really discouraged, wondering if this was the right decision, Come As You Are came on the radio, and it just reminded me that God takes us wherever we're at, as long as we're willing to follow him, which is really cool how I could just feel God's love so palpably. Through everything that I went through, he remained so faithful, and he just taught me that when I laid down my life, I actually found my life in him. And I don't know, it's just really cool to think about how surrendering to him is just such a breath of relief, because he's sovereign over all, and I don't have to worry about what major he's going to lead me to or what my life's going to come out to, because he already has it planned out. And I just want to read this verse from John 4. Jesus answered, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again. But whoever drinks the water I give him will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life."